Hello, 5th graders. Welcome to Lesson 8.5, Quadrilateral Hierarchy. Let's get started. Today's objective is I can classify quadrilaterals by using a hierarchy, using their attributes, with 100% accuracy in multiple attempts. Please pause to type the I can and by statement in your digital math notebook now. All right, friends, today's lesson has a vocabulary word. Our vocabulary word today is the word hierarchy. You pronounce it like this, hi-er-archy. Hierarchy. A hierarchy is a system of organizing in which shapes are ranked one above the other according to their attributes. You actually saw an example of this in yesterday's lesson where we started at the top with a quadrilateral and then each attribute like sides or angles helped us give it a more specific name. Pause now to type the vocabulary word into your digital math notebook. All right, friends, this is an example of a hierarchy. A hierarchy starts at the top with the most broad topic, and then it gets more specific as it goes down. That means that as we go up, so if we look at the square, a square is a rectangle, a square is a parallelogram, a square is a quadrilateral, but if we go down, a rectangle is not a square. So if we start at the top and go to the bottom, we're taking out a little bit at each time. And if we start at the bottom and go up, we get more broad each time. So a quadrilateral means that it has 4 sides. It's a very non-specific. It has 4 sides, it has 4 angles, that's all we know about it. Getting more specific than that, we talk about whether the sides are parallel or not parallel. A trapezoid has 1 pair of parallel sides, but a parallelogram has two pairs of parallel sides. So then you can see that we start from quadrilateral, we go to parallelogram. Now, if it's a parallelogram, then we have some choices. Are the side lengths equal or not? If the side lengths are equal, we call it a rhombus. So I'm going to write congruent sides. If the side lengths are not congruent, then we call it a rectangle. A rectangle has 90-degree angles. And if it has 90-degree angles and congruent sides, then we call it a square. A square is everything above. So a square has 90-degree angles, it has congruent sides, it has 2 pairs of parallel sides, and it has 4 sides equal. So we can read it from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. Let's do some practice problems together. All right, friends, for our practice together, we're going to have a mystery shape, and we're going to use the attributes of the mystery shape to help figure out what this shape's name is. To the right, you can see we have the names of all the different types of quadrilaterals. Let's cross them out or circle them as we use them. The first thing that it says is that this shape has 4 sides. 4 sides means that it is a quadrilateral. The next one says this shape has 2 pairs of parallel sides. Remember that word parallel is in it. This is a parallelogram. Our next clue says this shape has 4 congruent sides That makes it, okay, well, let's see. We're trying to start at the top of our hierarchy, so it's not a square yet. 4 congruent sides means that it is a rhombus. This shape has 4 right angles. That makes it, okay, now we can get there. That makes it a rectangle. And our last clue, this shape has 4 right angles and 4 congruent sides, which means that it is a square. Which means the only word that we didn't use is trapezoid. Pause now to type in these words to your digital math notebook. All right, 5th graders, it's time for your lesson activity. In this lesson activity, we have 2 problems to complete. I'll get you started and then you can finish on your own. The first question says, which of these shapes is not a parallelogram? Well, let's see. A parallelogram means that it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. So that means that it can't just have 1 pair, but it's got to have 2 sets. So let's look at some of these together. A looks like it has parallel sides on the top and the bottom, but it looks like if we were to continue these lines, that these lines may eventually touch. So that's not a parallelogram. B has 2 pairs of parallel sides. It has tops and sides. C has tops and sides. And D has sides that are all parallel. So the one that is not a parallelogram is A. A is a trapezoid, not a parallelogram. And here is our second question. True or false? All squares are rectangles. Explain your reasoning. Now, this is kind of tricky. This is actually going to be true, and I'll help get you started on the reasoning. So if you think about what a rectangle is, a rectangle looks like this, but a square looks like this. So that means that everything that is true about a square is true about a rectangle. It has 4 sides, it has 4 angles, it has 2 pairs of parallel sides, it has 90-degree angles. But the thing that makes it different is that all these sides are equal, whereas on a rectangle you have 2 sides that are equal and 2 sides that are equal. So it is true that squares are rectangles, but rectangles aren't squares. I'll get you started with what to type. Squares are rectangles. But, all right, you finished the last part, but go the opposite direction. Are rectangles squares? No, they're not. Great job, 5th graders. You're almost finished. When your digital math notebook is complete, then you can complete your exit slip to show your teacher your understanding. Great job.